Welcome to another edition of Vivilicious Tips. I am Queen V or Vivian de la Cruz, and I am here today to bring you tips on how to look good on Zoom and on your video calls. Interesting, right? Are you excited to know more? Okay, so tip number one. Always choose good lighting. Do you know that it's very important to have good lighting whenever you go on a Zoom or a video call because it makes a lot of difference. The wrinkles disappear, the blemishes are lessened. Yeah, that's it. Beautification right away if you have good lighting. So if you're at home, make sure that you choose natural light, meaning daytime light. It's better than artificial light. So and now if it's nighttime, all you have to do is, get a lamp or look at this, buy yourself a ring lamp, right? Or a ring light. So I have lots of that. I have 3 of them at home, different sizes, because again, do not underestimate the beauty of lighting. Number 2, your background should look tidy. Should be not cluttered, right? So look at the background, something like that. Because it will make a lot of difference when you're doing your Zoom. You don't really get what I mean? Imagine if my background when I'm Zooming with you looks like this. You don't really appreciate that, do you? Now, if you don't have a good background, that's fine. Just use clean wall behind you and that will make a difference. Also, you can make use of virtual backgrounds on Zoom. To the video portion, there is this arrow up. Click on it, choose video settings, and you'll see your video there. And make sure that you tick on this particular thing. Touch up my appearance. Look at the difference, right? Check that portion, give it a tick, and then of course you can adjust it. Okay, and also always choose FaceTime HD camera. HD is always better, and that's it, right? It will make a lot of difference on how you look. Tip number 3. Make sure that your camera angle is correct. Always make sure that the angle does not come from below. If it's coming from below, oh my gosh, it's going to show all your double chin and your wrinkles as well. That's the most unflattering shot. Avoid that at all costs. The best angle when doing your Zoom or your video call is always, you should be slightly looking up. You know why? So that you can stretch your neck for a bit and it makes your eyes look more open as well. So that is the best angle when you're doing your Zoom. Now, if you're using a laptop and the laptop is so low, it will have an effect kasi this will show, your double chin will show. So what should you do so that the angle of the camera will not come from below? Look at the effect when your laptop is so low, right? So your laptop will not be so low. You have to use a box, something as small or as big as this, and then put it below your laptop so that the level is just right for your face. Look at the difference of what this small box makes. See? It should just be same level as where I am. Now, if you're not using a laptop and you are using your phone instead for your FaceTime or for your Zoom call, what you should get is a phone pop-up socket, just like this. And I have my Arbonne pop-up socket right here. If you want one, let me know. I'll try to order one for you. And you may be wondering, how do we use the pop-up socket? Okay, you have to do this, and then you can put it right here. La 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 la. Or if you don't have a laptop, do you know that you can even use your coffee mug? Look at that. How? Let's put it at the same level. And there, you have it. Ta-da! Tip number 4, always look well-groomed, or at least look presentable, okay? Make sure that you at least comb your hair. I'm not saying you have to straighten it or blow dry it, but at least look presentable and sleek. No flyaways. Look tidy and neat. Now, with regards to what you're wearing, of course, you're only concerned about your tops. You know, these times, it's different, right? When we have our job interviews, we only wear nice tops or blazers, but here we're just wearing shorts or pajamas. So this is the new normal. But at least make sure that what you're wearing is always nice. Also, with regards to makeup, you don't need to be, you look fully made up when you're doing Zoom calls. There is a stay-at-home makeup look, and I'm going to come up with that video. Look it up. It's using Arbonne 5-minute makeup. I'm going to show you how to use those products, so check it out. Tip number 5, don't stare at yourself. Look at the camera lens and not how you look like. Most of us, when we are on a Zoom call and we are the ones talking, our tendency is, instead of looking at the camera lens, we tend to look at ourselves while we're talking. Guys, this is the camera lens. Look at it all the time, especially when you're the one presenting, right? So that it would appear that you're really talking to the people on the Zoom call instead of looking on the side where the square boxes are usually at, because that looks really weird. Now, if you're using your phone, make sure that you're looking at this. This is the camera lens, guys, and not this. When you're looking at yourself, it looks really weird. Tip number 6, always pay attention. You know what, guys, when we are on Zoom calls, people are watching us and people look at our reactions, and of course, they would see if we're not listening or we're doing something else or we're just eating, right? Make sure that you're sitting up straight, your posture is good, and that you're really listening, because that is a sign of courtesy. So always be aware of what our hands are doing, because sometimes when we get bored, especially when in a 1 hour, 2 hour Zoom meeting, we end up doing something else with our hands. And sometimes we scratch our heads or touch our faces. And guys, sometimes we do something gross. So be aware of that all the time. Tip number 7, guys, put up a do not disturb sign on your door. That way, your kids won't be running around in the background, or people won't be singing, shouting, or screaming, or worse, there are sites that people on the Zoom call are not supposed to see going on in your background. Make sure that everyone in the house knows that there is a Zoom meeting going on. Tip number 8, show some energy. Guys, when you're doing a video call and you are the one presenting or talking, you should show some enthusiasm, right? So, you will need your Arbonne Energy Fist Sticks to accomplish that. I don't recall any meeting where I haven't been drinking this, because again, this has vitamins and chromium for mind alertness, and it keeps me more energized, and everything is plant-based, guys, so you'll never regret it. If you want to know more information, message me please. Vivian de la Cruz. I am an RVP and an independent consultant with Arbonne. So guys, those are my Vivilicious tips for the day. How to look good on Zoom and on your FaceTime or any video call that you're having. And I hope that I have been helpful. So my request is that for you to like, comment, and subscribe to Sun Standstill Productions on YouTube. And also, please click the notification bell so that you'll be notified of all of our new uploads, which we do every day. And lastly, if this has been helpful to you, please share it with your friends. It is through doing that that we're able to produce more and more videos that will help a lot of people. So guys, again, this is Queen V or Vivian de la Cruz signing off. Goodbye!